This is the real thing. Man, it is hot today. Oh my gosh. It's like flaming out there. The hot days are coming and I'm not excited for that. I like the winter. It's cool. It's cold. You don't feel like you're being toasted, you know? Anyways, here is how to thrift like a professional in 2021. Come thrift with me. But first, please be sure to hit that like button for the YouTube algorithm. And also, don't forget to check out my shop, okep.com. okep.com will have really cute in vogue clothing that you will absolutely love. So if you want to be the first to the gold, please be sure to check that out. Now let's get into it. How to thrift like a pro 101. Because the 101 makes it more official, makes it more professional. These are tips on how to find profitable clothing or that really nice clothing that everyone calls lucky finds. But I'm here to tell you that it's actually just strategy. Of course there's luck involved because it's a thrift store, so it makes sense. But to find the really good stuff, there is just strategy involved. It's not all luck. So first you gotta get to the thrift store. And here's the secret to finding the good ones. Go to the thrift stores where the wealthy people are. All you do is Google the wealthiest towns in your state, and those areas are where you want to be thrifting because that is where you'll find the nicer, more bougie clothing. If you are in a very populated area like New York City, try to go right outside it because if you were to shop in that location, the prices would be very, very high. But if you're right next to New York City, the prices will be lower and the clothing will be just the same. You could find so much bougie stuff, girl. Another thing is, if you're interested in a specific thrift store, you could look at the reviews on Yahoo. But sometimes there aren't any reviews because it's just a thrift store. But it's worth a look just in case there's some amazing thrift store and everyone is going crazy about it. Or the opposite, it is absolutely horrible and you should not waste your time at all. It's also best to know what you're looking for because thrift stores can be very big and overwhelming, so knowing what you're looking for, it saves time and it saves money, so it helps you find the really good stuff faster. So once you find a thrift store and you find something really cute, be sure to check if there are any stains, rips, or any defects, and really thoroughly check too. There have been so many times where I have purchased a shirt without thoroughly looking at it, and it ends up having like a huge stain on the back of the shirt. And it looks so visible, and you just didn't even see it when you found the shirt, and now you own a shirt that's not even wearable. Check the inside, check the pockets, check the zipper. Sometimes the item can get so old and dirty that the zipper just doesn't work properly, and it's, like, rusty. And sometimes I even check the stitching to make sure there isn't a whole gap of stitching missing. That could be a really bad sign that it was worn, and once you buy it, it's just gonna fall apart after a couple of wears. And who wants that? And if material matters to you, make sure to check the tag. If it's a top or a jacket, it's usually on the bottom of the hem. Material can be great to know if you're reselling because some material is so expensive, so you can price up your product and make more money. Even if this is just for enjoyment, some material can be really irritating when worn, or it's really cheap material that is going to fall apart after a couple of wears. And checking the material of your item will tell you if it will actually last. But you can also tell from the feel of the fabric sometimes, so it's really up to you. Once you have done a thorough examination of the item of your choice, make sure to check the brand. Brand is so important when getting those good finds at the thrift store. If you find a thrift store in a wealthy town, that is where you'll find all of the expensive brands and you'll be totally bougie. I feel like I'm acting like a middle-aged woman trying to be cool. So, my mom. But I'm supposed to be the age where I am cool and that's just not coming off for me. Okay. You're on a budget and no one knows. That is such a flex. But if it's just between you and me, if it's a cheap brand and you like the item, just take the tag off. They don't need to know. Tell them it's Nike. Tell them it's like Kate Spade. They won't know. Be like, it's a designer brand that you've never heard of, so, you know. But really, it's like an item from Shein. You just took the tag off. That's a move. That's a big move. But yeah, sometimes no brand is better than the cheap brands, especially when reselling. The thrift store is so filled with cheap brands like Forever 21, and you go and see the item because it looks so cute and trendy, and then you look at the tag and you're like, oh. If you want to know which brands are the moneymakers and which aren't, stay tuned. The video is literally coming out tomorrow. And if you hit subscribe and the notification bell, you'll know immediately when it comes out, and every upcoming video, which comes out every single day. Alright, those are all the basic tips for your best thrifting experience. And if you have any additional tips, please comment down below, because I would love to hear, and maybe you could save someone's life. Who knows? Your comment could save someone so much time and money. A person could be on their way to spend all their money on clothing, and they see your comment right before, and they're like, oh shoot, you saved me from spending all my money for no reason. You don't know. You don't know. I don't know. We don't know. It's the mystery of the future. Again, please be sure to hit the like button, and I'll see y'all next time.